Hello, Magic Makers. I'm Mombierella. And happy Mother's Day to all the amazing moms out there. Today's Mother's Day, 2020. And with things being so crazy lately, I know it's hard to take our eyes off of the negative things and focus on the positive. So let's not even try. Today we're going to look at the top 5 worst Disney moms. There may be a couple surprises in there for you, and make sure to stick around to the end because I have a bonus mom for all those who stick around. So, with no further ado, my number 5 is Mrs. Banks. I am a huge Mary Poppins fan, but there's a lot of focus on what help Mr. Banks needs here as a parent. It's easy to miss the shortcomings of Mrs. Banks in comparison to her husband's
Winifred, just plain giddy irresponsibility.
Excuse me, dear.
Her work with women's suffrage movement. Well done. And, of course, who doesn't love this song? And she looks fabulous doing it. Winifred is a wife, and she takes care of the home as well. She has a lot on her plate. There are a lot of things she has to juggle every day. And being a mom is one of those. But in the end, the family's happy, and we know who's to thank for that. The incomparable Mary Poppins herself. So, Mrs. Banks can't really take credit for improvement, but she can enjoy it all the same. Number 4 is Sid's mom. From Toy Story 1, in Evil is the neighborhood boy who mistreats his toys to the extreme. The real question is, where's his mom through all this? Sure, at first glance, Sid looks like a happy kid. Maniacal tendencies, dangerous hobbies, and anger management issues definitely seem to show that he could do with a little more parental guidance. Now, from a toy's point of view, this movie is horrifying. But we know that there has to be someone adulting behind the scenes here because those braces didn't pay for themselves. And this nutritious breakfast
Your Pop-Tarts are ready! All right!
had to have been made by none other than Sid's mom. We never get to see her face. And see here, even on his way home from Pizza Planet, Sid is alone a lot. He has a dog, a little sister, and he loves to play with them both. He was totally prepared for a pandemic issue with his handy mask, but his access to power tools is a little disturbing at best, and definitely there's a bit of sibling rivalry.
Whatever she says, it's not true!
He's pulling some good G-forces now!
Mayday! He's breaking up!
We see that a lot of the freedoms that Sid is granted do seem a bit extreme, to say the least. How many moms allow their son this young to buy himself explosives? Then again, I guess it could be the same ones who also buy them this sticker to put on their wall.
Oh yeah!
The only time we even see Sid get in any trouble or receive any kind of discipline or guidance in this movie is from the toys themselves. And seriously, he's actually outside playing with matches and explosives. But I think the conversation he has with Woody definitely makes a difference in his life.
That's right. I'm talking to you, Sid Phillips. We don't like being blown up, Sid.
From now on, you must take good care of your toys.
It wasn't a magical nanny, but it looks like Sid's mom definitely got a hand from somewhere. And even him and his sister seem to get along better now. Number 3. Mother Gothel from Tangled, the story of Rapunzel. Now, if you'd like to know more about her backstory, if you're not familiar with the amazing Serena Valentino books, the Disney Villan Series, you definitely want to check this out. I'll share a link in the description to each of the books in the series. You can definitely check those out as well. As an associate, I earn from qualifying purchases, so you'll not only be getting an awesome story, but you'll be supporting Mombierella content, so I can make more and make it better. Now, if you're familiar with the story of Rapunzel, you know that she is the lost princess, and that Gothel abducted her as an infant to have access to her magical hair, which glows when she sings. But it seems like parenthood might not be all it's cracked up to be, in her opinion. So does Gothel keep Rapunzel just for the sake of her hair? It would seem so. Her attitude is not truly the most loving, but she does show affection to Rapunzel's hair.
I'm not getting any younger down here!
Gothel does protect Rapunzel in her own way. Well, she protects Rapunzel's hair. However, she has little compassion for the girl herself and is more worried about controlling her.
Rapunzel, look in that mirror. You know what I see? I see a strong, confident, beautiful young lady. Oh, look, you're here too. I'm just teasing. Stop taking everything so seriously.
That is, she's more worried about controlling Rapunzel than caring for her.
Sloppy, underdressed, but getting kind of chubby. I'm just saying, 'cause I love you. Don't ever ask to leave this tower again. You want me to be the bad guy? Fine. Now I'm the bad guy. Mother knows best.
Number 2.
Cinderella?
Yes, stepmother.
Lady Tremaine, Cinderella's stepmother. She's filled with grace and poise, but also wrought with bitterness and envy. Even looking at just the original movie, we can see her heartless, self-serving intentions, but you don't really get a good view into the depths of her cruelty until the third movie. Cinderella 3 is one of my absolute favorites.
Power, riches, revenge. You look confused, dear.
That was my slipper. Here, I have the other one. I'm the one he's looking for.
Whatever you think happened last night was a dream. Lucifer, make absolutely certain they don't come back alive.
And number 1, the evil queen, the stepmother of Snow White from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Reveal her name.
Well, she's been referred to as Queen Grimhilda before, but if you want to check out the Disney Villan Series book about her, Fairest of All, she's the first in the Disney Villan Series.
Who is the fairest one of all?
I don't know about fairest, but definitely number 1, worst of Disney moms of all time. Why? Well, just ask what's supposed to be in that box she's holding. Now, this is my personal list, but hold on, don't go anywhere yet. Make sure to wait for the end of the video because you won't want to miss my bonus mom. Also, if you haven't had a chance to yet, take a second, like, subscribe, ring that notification bell, share with a friend, comment down below. Who do you think is the worst Disney mom? Okay, you've stayed this long. Now it's time for the bonus worst Disney mom.
Who is it? Mrs. Potts here.
That's right, Mrs. Potts herself from Beauty and the Beast. Ugh, wait, not that version of Mrs. Potts. Everyone knows and loves her obvious favorite, Chip. And who can blame her, right?
Wanna see me do a trick? Sorry.
But unless I'm terribly mistaken, she has numerous children in the cupboard. Quite literally. But even though we see her mothering little Chip and caring for him, we never see her do much with the others. In fact, we really only see them a few times in the movie. Chip seems so favored. He's even with her during the classic song Beauty and the Beast.
Off to the cupboard with you now, Chip. It's past your bedtime. Good night, love.
We see the other children involved whenever the castle's under attack, helping their mother defend it.
Leave me in peace.
But sir, the castle is under attack.
Come here, you scurry scum! No!
We catch a glimpse of them at bedtime when Chip is being put in the cupboard, and you also see them involved in Be Our Guest.
Mrs. Potts!
Mama!
Oh my goodness.
Are they gonna live happily ever after, Mama?
Of course, my dear. Of course.
Do I still have to sleep in the cupboard?
Speaking of which, we never do find out what happens to the other children once they become human again. In a children's book that was released called Princesses and Puppies, there's a story featuring Belle, in which we learn Mrs. Potts even has a daughter. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And remember, let it go and keep moving forward. Have a magical day and happy Mother's Day. Bye.